rates ranging from as low as $9,500 to as high as $21,000. With that, Normandy is sending local tax funds to receiving districts to offset the tuition gap between the state funds that are received by Normandy and the amount of tuition that we are required to pay. Additionally, the transportation requirement has added an estimated $1 million to the bill. The late timing of the ruling, along with the uncertainty as to how many students will participate in the transfer, put the district at a distinct disadvantage. In terms of planning, approximately 1,200 students applied for the transfer and 1,060 students completed the process. At this time, approximately 1,000 students living in the district are still participating in the transfer program. This includes roughly 250 students who have never, and I say that again, never attended school in the Normandy School District. While we had about 750 students who had previously attended our district participate, we have had additional students who moved in and filled their spots in the district. So what that means is even though we lost technically 700 kids who were here last year, we have other students who have moved into the district to fill their spaces. With an expected tuition bill, between $13 and $15 million, we're expected to use approximately 30% of our budget to pay for transfer costs, while at the same time, effectively educating 88% of the number of students that we had at the same time last year. 88% of the kids, the number of students we had last year was about 88% of what we had last year. The State Department of Elementary and Secondary Education has submitted on our behalf a supplemental funding request of $6.8 million to the Missouri legislators. If the supplement request is approved and we take no actions at all, then Normandy would have still gone bankrupt before school was out. As such, we are forced to make decisions that will impact our students, families, and staff. But these are necessary for us to stabilize the district's finances and to provide both a quality and effective education and instruction. We believe that this plan, the plan I'm about to talk about, and these extraordinary measures are the first steps on the journey for the long-term viability of the Normandy School District. We regret that these actions that we are in the process of taking will impact so many people. The following slide represents our current reality. One of the actions we're taking is the closure of Bellenor Elementary School. This closing allows the district to save fixed costs associated with operating a building. These costs include building administration, support staff, maintenance, and utilities to keep the building running day to day. We carefully reviewed all aspects before making this decision. We considered the enrollment, staffing patterns, as well as the building physical structures, as well as its location. Bellenor will close at the end of first semester. Bellenor is the oldest district building in operation and needs an extensive update and upkeep. Bellenor is also in close proximity to several other elementary schools. This data represents the proposed reductions and expected savings as a result of our decisions to reduce in force. The elementary, middle, and high school instructional numbers that you see represent certified staff positions. Additionally, at the building levels, there will be reductions in administrative and supportive staff positions. At the campus support center or central office, the positions identified include both administrative and support staff. The year-long savings are estimated to be $7 million. However, because we're doing this at the semester, we will probably only see $1 to $1.3 million of savings. And part of the reason we decided to do it at the semester is to minimize the impact on families, students, and staff. Additionally, we are looking at implementing the following measures. We're talking about offering an early retirement incentive plan for those staff who are eligible, which they need to let us know by the 9th of December so that we can try to make some decisions. Again, the impact of not having time to plan is forcing us to do things quick. Selling unused district properties. We have a number of buildings that we have acquired through the Wellston merger, as well as other buildings throughout Normandy that we have closed. We are looking to try to sell those properties as soon as possible, with the exception of Bell Ridge and Bell North. We're not going to sell them, even though Bell North will be closed. Part of the reason is I'm optimistic. I believe we will get our accreditation back. We're going to expand our soliciting external partnerships with various investors. We have a few now. We have some different grants and programs, but we're looking to expand that to many of our North County, as well as South and Central, whomever in the state wants to support us. But we're looking to expand our footprint for other people who see Normandy and the investment and potential that I see with our students and our staff and our community. So we're going to continue to pursue that. We're looking at our budget. We're re-examining things every day. We're identifying what's essential and what's not. We're going to be reducing overtime. We're going to try to get our work done. It's forcing us to be smarter, yet more efficient. Those are the things we have to do. Not that we should have been doing them, but now we have to do it on the quick. We're not filling vacancies. We already started some of that, but right now we're in the process of reduction of staff. It's creating definitely a lot of emotions throughout the district. And finally, we're eliminating non-essential travel. There is a need for professional development still, but we're trying to identify which of those attributes are most important and which ones can be put on hold. By implementing these strategies, we will reduce expenditures, we hope to increase revenues, and we will really try to reduce being heavily, to minimize our need for the state legislative money. We need it. We're trying to minimize it as much as possible. So we're doing things internally so that people see that we're doing our best to ensure that our kids have a quality education. So how do we plan on regaining accreditation? The leadership team and I are passionate about the transformation of the Normandy School District. We have developed a new vision for the district and community, a vision based upon developing a student-centered organization while considering the socioeconomic conditions of our community that affects a teacher's ability to teach and a student's ability to learn using a non-traditional approach. We can't keep doing what we've always done. We've got to do things different. As part of this mission, the leadership team is committed to the development of a student-centered organization, developing successful children, preparing them for the 21st century, and to be good citizens. It will be essential that students have the technological and character traits needed to thrive in the 21st century, and the solution for uplifting many of our families out of their current conditions. That's what we believe our educational strategies will allow our kids and our community to do. Using a constructivist model throughout the organization in order to support our vision by training, for example, our students with the Mounts.org classes. This is a class that we're bringing into the district. They will be, as we call it, the tech specialists for minor computer issues in every building. Imagine that. Call a kid, a student, who come fix your computer. How many of you call your grandkids when you need your VCR? Oh, that's outdated. Have your computer or your clock on your microwave channel. Oh, I'm the only one that calls people to that. Okay, so you know what I mean. Having kids do that. With this training and skills, we will empower our students to be problem solvers who can support teaching and learning, but also provide 21st century